The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. Discipline. I talked about it earlier this morning in my email that's going to be coming out daily, because that's going to be my daily discipline, is pushing an email out. It just came from the non-jobs conference out in Tampa, hosted by Elliot Hulse and his dream team. Some powerful information. I'm still trying to process all the information that I downloaded all this weekend. I'll get into more of that in my videos to come. But one of my biggest takeaways from that is that I have all these great ideas and I have all these thoughts and all these kind of, creative juices up here, and they stay up here because I never know where to start. So it's not the first time I'm starting this kind of YouTube and video process that, I started it 2008. My YouTube channel now sucks, but that's going to change. But my point is that I never made it a daily habit. So part of my little video this morning, or my email this morning, is going to piggyback off of my video right now. And that's what the King Hulse, out in Tampa Bay, Florida, told me, as well as everybody else in the room, that you have to create a daily habit. I'm like, duh, I fucking know this already. But I haven't done it. So discipline used as a noun as a verb, is to train oneself to do something in a controlled and habitual way. So that's going to be my process now. I'm going to send an email out in the morning. I'm going to follow up with a video in the evening or midday, maybe even 2 videos, depending how ambitious I am. But that's my job now. Pushing that aside, get back into my email this morning. It was all about discipline and the difference between motivation and discipline. You're motivated to do something, just like I was, with all my attempts to do this video thing, but never made it a discipline. The things I have made a discipline in my life, obviously weight training, my physical education, my mental kind of mindset work that I do every morning, my brushing teeth, wiping my ass after I take a shit. These are all habits that you do, that you just do because you're supposed to do them, right? But this is something that there was a disconnect a little bit with all these videos and the things I put out there. Is kind of like, whoa, there's no structure. I just throw them out there. But that's not who I am. Who I am and what's created, my success and the hundreds of people who I've come in contact with here at Body are discipline, structure, and last but certainly not least, integrity. So those 3 things are what created my business, created a community here, created my bodybuilding success. So why shouldn't I apply them to this new adventure that I'm trying to do with the videos? That's what got me on MTV in the first place back in 2003. I was disciplined. I made it a daily habit to send an email, video, call, whatever it was, but I made a daily attempt to get in front of MTV. And then a year later, I was on MTV. So it proved its theory correct, right? So that being said, how could you relate that to your daily life? What are you thinking about? What are you motivated to do? And what haven't you been disciplined to do? Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Most of the time, most of the people that I come in contact, they want to change their body in some sort of way. They want to build muscle. They want to lose body fat. They want to have a better, happier, sexier physique in life. But they're not, some of them, and I'll get into more of that, people who piss me off, they're not willing to make it a daily habit. Or they make it a daily habit for like 3 or 4 weeks, 4 or 5 months, and then they fall off. Kind of like what I did. So I can relate. But I do know that if I apply that same mentality that I apply to my bodybuilding career, I will be successful. So, that being said, find something that you've been dreaming about or thinking about, you've been interested in, but you haven't really committed yourself to. Get after it. Make it a daily habit. And at first, it's not going to be easy. I'm supposed to do this at 12 o'clock. Now it's 3 o'clock. I've been kind of dancing around, got my hair cut, and doing things other than this. But I promised myself that this is going to be my new ritual, to get in front of the camera and give my random 2 cents to you guys. So that's it. That's a wrap.